So, John,
Yes.
you've been in Brazil since when?
Officially Monday.
Monday?
I got in
Okay.
kind of like Monday morning, then got to our hotel, crashed, slept a little bit. It's about a day.
It's
travel.
a long travel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
16 in the air with over 24 hours with layovers and everything.
Yeah.
Three separate flights.
Yeah, that's crazy. But we came to Brazil to go on the RetroCon,
Yes.
right?
RetroCon, and I'm really honored that they're actually having me stay here for a week. They gratuitously are taking me around, showing me some game store tours,
Cool.
food, and the hospitality is second to none. Like, I mean, I'm just like blown away. Like, it's just the things I've seen already in a couple days. This is nuts. It's nuts.
When we first spoke to Tiozão to say, okay, we need to bring John to Brazil. Say, we need to make sure that he will have the best experience ever because we want him to come back here. So we're doing our best to.
Yeah, Tiozão's hospitality, and if anybody knows him or was gone to his game store, second to none. Like I'm saying this right now, like, holy cow. Like, I mean, just him as an individual is amazing, but like his game store, his staff.
Yeah.
And it's everything you would want in one game store all put together.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
really
amazing.
recommend it.
It's better than the US stores.
Usually. I mean, there's some amazing game stores in the United States.
Yeah.
But we're kind of struggling with some retro. Like retro there is struggling in some areas. Like I went on a road trip with my family and I only saw one game store in 2 states. So like in the big cities, you still see retro stores, but in the countryside and smaller towns, they've all gone out of business.
Yeah. We went on the Games Dude recently.
Yeah.
Game Dude store. Huge.
Yeah. Huge store. A lot of games.
In Los Angeles, right? Like,
in Los Angeles. Some really old games.
Yeah. We had a great time there.
I love the old games.
Yeah.
We could save a little
games.
in our pockets. It wasn't that expensive.
Yeah.
But it is expensive.
It's
a very we
yeah.
are so happy that you're here, John, and congratulations to everybody at RetroCon for bringing you.
Oh, I'm so excited.
We are truly honored.
Yeah.
And Luis, we know that.
No, just to say, John, give to the people some introduction about you to everyone who doesn't know you.
Okay. So I have been in the game collecting scene for a long time. In fact, I'm known before YouTube for my game collections. I currently have like 35 complete US North American collections. Not all are complete in box. Most are. I have weird oddity stuff like N-Gage and Neo Geo Pocket. But then I collect weird stuff like the Ouya. Like, who collects that?
Yeah.
I do.
No one.
Yeah. And I kind of have a weird obsession with that. We can talk about that later. But so I started collecting early on, and I was part of some early forum days before social media.
Yeah.
Atari Age, Digipress was really a forum that I connected to early 2000s, getting information from other collectors. And so that was amazing and had a lot of fun doing that. But, you know, I moved from Washington to, I moved from California to Washington, and I became known as for my collection. I was featured in Tips and Tricks magazine.
Nice.
January, I think of 2003 or 2004. It's got the Tony Hawk Pro Skater cover on it.
Nice.
When I lived in an apartment with my wife, and one room was dedicated to my collection.
One room only.
So then, as I moved to Washington, I got connected with the organizers. At the time, wasn't even a thing, the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. I was one of a few other collectors that helped organize that for the first 6 years. So as that grew, and it took a lot of time, I stepped down, did a charity event for 10 years, raised $100,000 for nonprofit local agencies. But along that way, I had a crazy game collection. Hey, you ought to do a YouTube channel. I kind of didn't want to do that, kind of put it off. I was featured on some other bigger channels at the time. Happy Console Gamer in Canada, John Lester, Gamester 81, kind of an old school classic gaming channel. And then finally Metal Jesus Rocks. And so he had me on his channel. I then said, I'll try this YouTube thing. And at first I was uploading videos that I put on DVD and was selling at local shows. They were terrible. They're still up on my channel. They're nuts and bolts of video game collecting, but it was good information for collectors to learn how to collect. As time went on, I started doing original content, and then in 2015, my channel became monetized. But I started it in 2009, so I did it for many years for free.
Nice.
And then been doing it for about 14, 15 years. And so just kind of grew from there. I continued to be a guest on Metal Jesus Rocks channel. And then kind of like a super band, kind of not broke off, but I really do mostly my own content, covering everything from Atari to Xbox. I'm known for my game collection stuff, but I like talking about homebrew and aftermarket games. I cover a lot of indie games on my channel. I do weird stuff. It's kind of a kitchen sink for like weird retro stuff, but it is a retro gaming channel. I focus on that, and but I do incorporate some new content, especially if it has a retro look. So that's I'm kind of like a buffet for retro video games.
Oh, cool. I like this definition.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've been on YouTube since 2009?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Dinosaur.
really early.
Yeah,
quite a lot.
Yeah.
Dinosaur, and seeing it grow, good and bad.
Yeah.
I think it's more challenging for newer channels. I commend anybody that does it. I keep it hobbyist, but during COVID, it grew quite a bit. I've currently almost about 135,000 subscribers, and I just enjoy doing it. Like I do it now because I just want to do it. I don't really care about if a video does great, but I really want to talk about certain things, and I just tell myself, okay, I'm interested about this. I'm passionate about that. And I try to focus on those types of videos.
Right.
It's hard sometimes.
Yeah, that's the spirit. It is hard.
It's hard.
But if you sell your real self to the content, and then the audience notices it, and they stop showing up, and your numbers go even down, and that's the loophole of content creation.
Yes.
But awesome story, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I saw